Dear students, today I am going to start module 5. In the module 5, we are going to study about transaction processing, concurrency control and recovery technique. Regarding the transaction processing, I have given introduction in first module itself. How multiple transactions should be happened in that multi-user transaction processing system, how that concurrency control should be maintained. That thing we have discussed little bit in first chapter, first module itself. So now we are going to see in detail about the transaction processing, what is meant by transaction, what are the properties of transaction, what are the different states of transaction and so on. Okay. So now today we are going to discuss about transactions. So the transaction is an executing program or process that forms a logical unit of database processing. For example, suppose you want to transfer the amount from your account to your friend account, it contains multiple sequence of operations. First it has to read your database, what is the amount is there in your account, and that amount, what amount you want to transfer, that amount should be deducted from that account and it should be credited to your friend account and so on. So each transaction includes one or more database access operations. That operations may be an insertion or deletion, or it may be a modification, or it may be a retrieval operation. Okay, there are two important operations on transactions are read operations and write operations. Okay, so read operations, how we can read? Through the database query, retrieval query. SQL we are going to use select command. For write operation we are going to use for modifying the database, that is insertion we are going to insert new data, update we are going to use for modifying the data, and delete we are going to use for removing any data from the database. Okay. So these are two operations, it will be there in the transaction, read and write operations. And the transaction already we can see that is a logical unit of database processing. That already I told that example, bank balance transfer of $1000 from the checking account to a savings account in a book bank database. Any example you can write. So each execution of a program is a distinct transaction with different parameters. Suppose for example, we will take bank transfer, in that what are the parameters are there means savings account number, checking account number and what amount should be transferred and so on. These are the parameters in the bank transfer program parameters. Then the transaction is defined, maybe it will be a standalone transaction specified in a high level language like SQL submitted interactively, or that may be a consist of database operations embedded within a program. Okay. So the transaction boundaries that will be having begin, starting of the transaction and end, begin and end transaction. An application program may contain several transactions separated by begin and end transaction boundaries. Okay. So the one application program will contain many transactions will be there. So each transaction is separated with begin and end statement. Then transaction processing systems, then large multi-user database systems supporting thousands of concurrent transactions per minute. That is possible. Suppose you will take our online ticket reservation system itself, many people will book a ticket at a time. We can't tell the count. So that is a multi-user transaction processing. There are the two modes of concurrencies. One is interleaved processing, another one is parallel processing. So interleaved processing means concurrent execution of the processes is interleaved in a single CPU. That is parallel processing means processes are concurrently executed in multiple CPUs. See here, so the CPU, this one, so interleaved processing versus parallel processing of concurrent transaction. Suppose here we will take this one, there is only one CPU. In that CPU, first the transaction as a T, A is taken that CPU, then it should be given to B, then again A, B. So this is called as interleaved processing. Then concurrent processing means both the processes are happening at a time with multiple CPUs. That is parallel processing. Parallelly it happens. That is called as parallel processing. So in that the transaction processing purposes, a simple database model is used. A database means collection of named data items. Granularity or size of a data item means a field, that is a data item value, a record or a whole disk block. Data processing, the transaction processing concepts are independent of the size, that is size of the data item or granularity. Okay. So, the basic operations already we have seen. Read item x. Read item x means reads database item named x into a program variable. So, that is called as a read item x. Write item x means writes the value of program variable x into the database item named x. Read and write operations. The basic unit of data transfer from disk to the computer main memory is one disk block. That already we know, that is called as page. Okay. So, here read item of x command includes the following steps. So, read command, what are the steps included means, first find the address of the disk block that contains item x, first address of the disk block containing the corresponding item x, then copy that disk block into buffer in main memory, then copy item x from the buffer to the program variable named x. So, one thing all of you should know, that actual updation won't be happen directly in the disk block. First that will be transferred, the data will be transferred to the buffer that updation happened. Once the commit operation should be done, then only that will be updated in the main database. Then write item of x command includes the following steps. First find the address of the disk block that contains item x. Okay. So, that is the thing. Then copy the disk block into a buffer in main memory. Then copy item x from the program variable named x into its correct location in the buffer. Then store the updated block from the buffer back to disk. That should be happen in the write operation means. After updation, that should be written back to the disk, that is only commit operation, final commit operation. Then this is the example for the two sample transactions. First transaction T1 will take one read or two or read and write. 4 operations are there. Transaction T2 will take read and write. One read and one write operation is there. Okay. So, that is all about the introduction about transaction processing. So, here we have seen what is meant by transaction, what is meant by interleaved and parallel processing, and what are the operations performed in transaction read item x and write item x and example. Okay. So, we will see the remaining things in the next class.